I'm so excited everyone is here. I really am so glad all of my wonderful guests, family members, friends, and new customer all came with me, and that I get to meet. Isn't this great? Like, we get to meet other sister consultants and directors, friends too, and customers, and we all become friends. I think that's the most amazing thing about what we do. So thank you all for coming. I'm so excited you're here. And I'm so excited that I get to do this training because, as we know, it's really not spring, it's really not winter. It doesn't know what it is right now. It's the big spring, whatever. But our skin needs to be rebooted a little bit for the upcoming weather and to get over what we just went through the winter, correct? So I am doing the Hydra-Facial. Well, I can't say Hydra-Facial because that's actually a patent. Hydra-Session. It's a Hydra-Session, but it mimics what a Hydra-Facial is by doing the same steps for a deep exfoliation and hydration. And so thank you for coming and allowing us to pamper you. And I know I speak as though you're all mine, because this is how I do it. So when I teach, I'm going to talk to you all like you're all mine, okay? Don't take offense, ladies. I know they're your customers, but there's three things I always ask of everyone. It would be an honor if you all would do one of three things to help myself, and of course Heidi or Denise, your consultant. And one is be a loyal customer. That's the one thing that we absolutely love, is the loyalty that we have with our customers. And that means the world to us. So be a loyal customer is the first thing. And then I want to become friends with you and your circle of friends, and, become your friend too, because that's part of what we do. We build relationships, and that's what's important to me in my life. That's my love language. So I love meeting new people and growing my circle of influence, and I have other people in my life who are much like that as well. So thank you for doing that. And I know that is the easiest thing to do, is just be a loyal customer. If you find something you love, you want to stick with it, right? Second of all is to be a hostess and introduce me to some of those friends and family so that I can pamper them too. Isn't it fun that we get to do this and it's free? You get to try before you buy. Who loves that, right? Try before you buy. How many times have you gone to the store and gotten something, department store, online, whatever, and then you got it and it was like, oh, not what I wanted. More color. For sure. Yeah, and more expensive the more frustrated you can be, right? I have so many hair care products under my sink. It's not even funny because I can't return them because I try them and it's like, oh, they still work. You don't ever have to worry about that with me. So be a loyal customer, be a hostess and introduce me, or be a business owner. All of us in this room that are consultants started out right where you are. Putting product on our face, trying it, falling in love with it, falling in love with the company, falling in love with all the other women that are in Mary Kay, because I can't say that was something I ever thought I would do. I didn't like women when I first started my Mary Kay business, but I do now. And I have grown in my confidence and in my ability to teach everything. So those are the three things that you can do to honor your consultant: is be loyal, have a party, and even maybe potentially think about this as a business. And if it's not for you, you may know someone who is. We don't really, go out and recruit people. The company doesn't send out headhunters. We are the people that do that. We are the ones who get to look for the people in our circle and influence that we want to work with. And we get to choose who we work with, which, if you work in corporate America, you may know that is not always a good thing, that you don't get to, think who you work with, and who you work with may not be the best. So I wanted to talk just really briefly about something that everyone thinks this is. This Hydra-Session is not skin cycling. Skin cycling is something that's different, and that's kind of a buzzword right now. So I actually printed it on my notes to remind myself to tell you it's not exactly that. That is more geared for the dermacosmetics, where we are doing a retinization process. So, and you're going to learn all about that when you go to school. So it's a 4-day process, and it's basically used to focus on specific skin concerns. We use night for skin cycling. It is exfoliation, and then night 2 is retin. So night 1, you would exfoliate. Night 2 would be something like a retinol product. And then the next 2 nights are hydration. And let's see, they call it a recovery night and barrier repair. And then once you finish that 4-day cycle, you start over again. So it's nothing really new. It's just, it has a trendy word now. So I thought I'd give everybody a little explanation of what that skin cycling is. Now, what we're doing is called a Hydra-Session, and it works to deep clean, exfoliate, and hydrate your skin. And this procedure might might help treat a variety of different skin concerns that you might have. Right now, most of us are dry. Even if we're oily, like I'm very, very oily, I'm still pretty dry for me. A lot more dry. It can help with acne. It can help with wrinkles, because wrinkles are dehydration in the cells too. So that's one thing. It's beneficial for your skin tone and your texture. And I always get the question, how long does it last? Typically, you get the results and they'll last anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. So this is more of a once a month treatment that you would do just to pamper yourself. It isn't necessarily something you want to do every day. In fact, we don't recommend you doing it every day at all, or even once a week is quite a bit. Let's see. Okay, and everybody has a placemat and a dry erase marker. So as I go through products and we do this, if you have questions about a product, you can put a question mark on there, you can write on that placemat. You can put a star by something that you really like, or a heart that you can write all over that placemat as much as you want. Any questions so far? Oh, and also I have a satin hand set. So anyone who wants to do satin hands when we're done, if they want to go into the sink, I have it right here, because that is another great hydrating that will pamper your hands before you leave, because we all have dry hands pretty much. I don't think I've met anyone who said, oh no, I never need any hand cream or lip balm, because I'm not dry. It's Idaho, we're all dry. All right, so this process is going to be kind of like a put my face to bed party. We're not going to be doing any cosmetics. So we are going to start by taking off any makeup. So if you have on eye makeup, I'm going to have, this is our oil-free eye makeup from the brand. Let's talk about this briefly. And I have a little sheet that I'll be passing around. I love our oil-free eye makeup remover. And I'm going to start over here. You guys just can look at it, pass it around, and pass it back up. We have the #1 best-selling brand of oil-free eye makeup remover in the country, and it is backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal. So if you don't know what that means, the Good Housekeeping Seal is put on products that, let's say you bought a product that had the seal and you didn't want to, to return it to your consultant, but you didn't want it anymore. You could, or you weren't satisfied, you could contact Good Housekeeping and they would actually return your money. They would refund you. They get nothing out of it, but they study products and they back a lot of our products. And so our oil-free eye makeup remover is one of them. So you have to shake it to wake it. You probably see it looks like oil and vinegar or oil and water, but it's not. It is actually a conditioning agent and a silicone. And you want to shake it up to wake it up. And then we'll be wetting cotton pads. Remove any eye makeup. So if you need one, reach your. Do they have mascara? Okay. I'm just getting started. Okay. Yes.
I had an eye infection. It's inspired to have anything there.
We're gonna have eye cream underneath.
Oh, underneath.
Yes. Only this. Don't have any else. So no. Just underneath it. We can make it kind of by your brow. Okay. The best way to use our oil-free eye makeup remover is just to lay it, wash it, and then it stops everything. Just lay it, there's a loosen it up, and it's going to be long. It will be really even still not water. Anyone else? They're going to still come back. Oh, sorry. But this is out there. And this is Tyra. Glad you're here. Anyone else? Hey, the other thing that I want to talk about real quick, and this isn't necessarily part of the Hydra-Session, but it is one of our great products, as well as our micellar water. So if you've got on foundation or even just want to clear the day off, we're going to do a real quick micellar water. Just because it is a pre-cleanse. So micellar is, it's like a little tiny magnet that's going to pull all the dirt and impurities off your face, so that everything that we do after this is going to go deeper. Sorry. That's okay. April, on the bowl for the butter back there somewhere. Oh, did you want to do it? They're under that table, actually.
This time to your validation and this time not here.
So this is the micellar water, and you're just gonna use this to wipe your whole face off.
Are they doing that instead of
Whole face. We're just pre-cleansing before. Yep, your whole face. Even if you don't have foundation on, it's just a pre-cleanse to get rid of any dirt and impurities and oils. I mean, your face is out in the environment, just like think about the windshield on your car.
just wipe it?
Yeah, if you want to just give everybody.
You'll love this. It's the lazy girl's makeup remover.
Yeah.
It is.
But it has a mild surfactant in it, so.
No.
I think I got that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it came out after you got it. I love it. It's a pretense. And so maybe you don't wear makeup, but your face still gets, you know, the environment. And it's like a windshield. A windshield. All the stuff that's out in the air that gets on your windshield will get on your face too. So it's important to remove all of that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Right? Please can let me know. And then you get everybody cleanser already, Denise?
So then, what was that called?
Micellar water. Yes, it's one of the extras that isn't actually on the placemat. I don't know what page it's on.
Mine.
Micellar here, I think that's your profile. Okay, perfect. If they're dry, I'm gonna get the.
Yep.
Pink clay mask, Denise. I'm gonna ask them.
Oh, is there anybody here with dry skin? Like extremely dry
So,
skin?
so
We're gonna
let's
try
ask,
all
who has oil? Who has more combination of oily skin? Oh, it's pretty half and half.
Okay.
Okay.
The face only or?
that. Yeah, your facial skin?
So
Are you like?
our Hydra-Session has a
We'll get you
charcoal
the
mask
mask.
that,
Okay.
but for women who are really dry, I found that they're liking our pink clay mask, which is more hydrating to use during the process. They both exfoliate. So
There we go.
we've got two options. The pink clay, well, they both have clay in them, but this is the pink clay.
I want
Really the charcoal.
Yeah, the charcoal's like a really good one that cleans your pores, but this one's.
That's what it's. You have more combinations. I have the four combinations.
On the note.
We don't have them all over. Let's do the charcoal. Okay, well, okay, we'll just have everybody. And then what I want you to do for your consultant is, if you got the charcoal mask, I want you to write that on your placemat. Or my guests have a receipt, just put it somewhere so that I make a note of which mask that you tried tonight. Yours is charcoal. Charcoal. Yep, if it's black, it's charcoal mask.
She's not just like, I think I don't do anything with them, I'm just going.
We haven't even cleansed yet.
Yeah, you're right. We did, I like that.
I know you love it. You know, you do.
It's one of my favorite. You need some more.
Or how are the walking? I don't have this too. I'll let you. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna cleanse the face. And we're using our Voluform foaming cleanser, so it's good for all skin types. I absolutely love it because it foams up so nice. When I'm in the shower, I use our Skinvigorate sonic cleanser brush. And I have bubbles all over my face before I'm done. I have to close my eyes while I'm doing it because it foams up so much. But I love our Skin to Great brush as well. We do have a cleansing tool that helps to get your face cleaner, and it has 2 speeds. So, and it's on a timer, and so it goes all over the face until you're done, and it turns itself off. It has USB. It's waterproof. We have this cute little stand right now, and you can also change out the head and put a massage head on it. So, if anybody wants to massage their face. Well, no, once they put the cleanser in their hand, I always find that it's too dry, that I give them a squirt on top of the cleanser.
Okay.
All right, so
We're gonna start down here. So we're gonna start with the cleanser.
The white one in your butt.
Okay, so we're gonna take the cleanser, which Denise Penny gave you. It should be in the first pocket right there. Yep, you're gonna put that in the palm of your hand. And then Heidi's gonna come give you a little squirt of water, because all of our products are very concentrated. And this cleanser gently sweeps away complexion building impurities as it leaves the skin feeling revitalized and hydrated. And so you're gonna use that all over the face. Make sure you don't go too close to the eyes. And I'll pass this fact sheet around, so when you're done,
Is the flyer or?
you're gonna massage it into the skin to clean. And this is gonna give you a great deep clean. So Deb, I think I'll have you just hold that at the back, and then, so the water and everything stays back there, and then just bring the cloth up.
Okay, one at a time.
Yeah, like bring my 4 gallons of fresh one. That way we keep it back. Otherwise, I think we might be tripping on each other. Thank you.
I know I will. I don't travel alone.
How does that feel?
Very good.
Compared to what you normally use to wash your face? Does it feel different?
But you just have to put it on and sit there, dry out.
Oh, no, bring in your water bottle next. Feels wet. That's because it's hydrating.
That's not underneath.
It won't dry your skin out.
Yeah.
Maybe more water.
Just open it up like you want. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. One last. Put them in the right one. The ones are gonna do this. Thank you. All right. How's that feel?
Is there another one too?
There is a. Another terrible one. Isn't it amazing how much is still coming on? Hopefully your skin feels nice and refreshed.
This is a night thing, morning thing.
So typically, this is something I use this cleanser, and I use it morning and night. And for this process with the Hydra-Session, it's just adding extra hydration to your skin right now. And it's a fluffy cleanser, I call it, because it just feels so light. My face feels pretty clean. Everybody else? Not very dirty.
Let's clean our feet.
Skin volumizing peptide in it. So peptides are the thing when, if you want to have an anti-aging product, peptides are the word that you look for and listen for. And a lot of our products have peptides in them. So that's what this one does. It stimulates the production of collagen and excuse me, I'm tripping on my words. Hyaluronic acid and the collagen production are increased with this product. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start into the exfoliation process. And we're going to go with a microdermabrasion, alumina oxide crystals, and I want to make sure everybody's got it in the right slot on our tray. So it looks like it's in the third one. It's white. Oh, this one next to the charcoal mask.
So
Yep.
why did we not use this one?
Because we
I
got
put
the
another
one.
one. My phone.
Just go with the white one. Don't
Do what?
color outside the lines.
Yep.
The water. You need water. Takes this So just like you did with your cleanser, and I had you pick it up and put the cleanser in the palm of your hand, I'm gonna have you do the same thing with your microdermabrasion. So scoop it up, put it in the palm of your hand.
I like it with.
Okay, not everybody can handle that. And I'm gonna give you a squirt of water so that it cuts down on the friction. White one.
As soon as I did it, I was like.
We'll get you more charcoal message. Because.
Yeah, there's a little bit of water for the microderm. Some of them don't make it a little bit dry.
Yep. I told them all to put it in the palm of their hand.
Again,
So everybody. So this is gonna be part of that exfoliation, and you're just gonna use upward, outward motions like this. You're gonna focus on the crevices in the nose where things get caught up, and those little canyons there that we all have around there. And there's wrinkles. And there's those too.
Yeah.
This helps to take all that dull surface layer off. So. I didn't get that side. I didn't get this side.
Did anyone else with your little spring?
No, I didn't. So the alumina oxide crystals refine your skin and reduce the appearance of fine lines. Gently refine your skin's texture as it removes the surface dead cells and the buildup from your pores. So yes, it takes everything out of the good stuff out of your pores that are on your nose or under here. Or
There's not a separate product for that. This will take care of that.
There is our charcoal mask does that too. We're doing multiples here. So multiple ways of exfoliating. So you want to be gentle and not overstimulate, or myself, I would turn beet red because I have rosacea. So you want to use your fingers to determine it. You can go to the spa and have microdermabrasion done, but they use a tool that blasts it onto your skin and then sucks it off. And it's more intense. So this is something you could use 2 to 3 times a week with your normal skincare routine. And I'm going to pass this right around to you.
So it's once or twice.
We'll go this way.
Once or twice.
2 to 3 times a week. Yes. Okay. You got washcloths. Thank you. Yep. Go ahead and take it off as soon as. All right, how does your skin feel now? This process is really going to make a huge difference. I told you it's a deep exfoliation. The next thing we're going to do is the mask. So once you're done with this, go ahead and wipe all of that off with the clean cloth. She brought you one. Debbie, did you bring everybody here one?
Oh, this was one I used before.
Is that your, okay.
So I should use the same.
No, I just thought I saw her big one. How's it feel? Good. You might feel some tingling. And there's bottled water back there to drink as well, so we can do some internal hydration. So if anybody wants water, we can have one of the consultants grab it.
Yeah, okay, they're gonna get some water. That would be awesome.
Yeah. I think everybody probably is. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is either the charcoal mask or the pink clay mask, depending on which one's in your tray. And we do have a wonderful mask applicator, which
Water is.
I'm not quite sure where it ended up, but it looks like a little spatula. And there is a picture of one on your place.
I still have one of those old ones.
Oh, you do? Where is this? It's pink, and it's right here on the left side.
The right side.
My left
It
side.
doesn't
You're
look
right.
like that.
You're right.
Oh, it's mine is all pink, the handle too.
They got some, everybody on this side, the right side.
So, yeah, raise your hand if you want water. Let's get 2 more up front. So activated charcoal, it goes through a special heating process and it makes it more porous. So it absorbs double its weight in impurities. It takes your skin beyond clean. It has kaolin and bentonite clay in it. And studies show that people with problem skin produce more oil than people in the control group. Skin can also become oilier with seasonal changes or other factors, making excess oil a common concern. This is like a sponge. It takes all that oil and pulls it out of the pores. It also has honeysuckle and navy bean extract. Those help to soothe the skin, and the navy bean actually helps to brighten the skin. So you're going to apply that mask all over your face, whether it's the pink one or whether it's the black one, which is charcoal. And I'm talking about charcoal now. Where I am. And the pink one won't feel like it's cracking your face. Does anybody need any more? Need a little extra? Maggie? Of what? The charcoal mask. No, I have enough. I'm good. Okay, thank you. Again, just like with the microdermabrasion, it would be a normal application with a normal skin care routine. All right, so the pink mask that you're doing, the pink clay mask. Now, this is a special edition that the company has brought out, and it's extra hydrating. You probably can smell the rosemary and the mint is in the charcoal mask. It has a scent with the natural botanical product in it. Then the ingredients in the pink clay mask are peony and tea blossom and plumeria. So you smell that when you're putting it on. It's just the natural essence in there. And the star ingredient is the plumeria, which is known for its soothing properties. And then the notes of peony and tea blossom. So you can revive and dull skin with this one. You need some more? You're going to do revive.
Yeah. I just put it all in my notes.
And you don't even have to do a thick layer. It can be a fairly thin layer. So we're going to let this mask sit. You normally let this mask sit 10 to 15 minutes, and you're up to it. This we're going to leave on for about 5 minutes because we're not leaving it on the extended period. We're only going to do this in short bursts because we're using more than one exfoliation process. So it looks like everybody's got theirs on now. Everybody finished? Yeah, close enough. You're almost there. When we use the applicator, it goes on much easier if you don't get it all over your fingers. But your skin is going to absolutely love it. Feels good already.
Okay, so while you are allowing your charcoal masks to dry, can we show some appreciation to April? Teaching you all about it. So we always take an opportunity to share a little bit about why we love Mary Kay. I introduced myself earlier, Denise Nygaard, and when I started at Mary Kay, it was 34 years ago, believe it or not. And Mary Kay always says, a woman who will tell her age will tell anything. I'm 58 years old, so what else do you want to know? I've been using this product. I actually got tricked into going to a Mary Kay facial. And very long story short, I was in a wedding and my friends said, we need to have everybody together. We're going to get our makeup done. And I got there, it was a Mary Kay party, and they were telling us to take all of our makeup off. And I was going through cystic acne and all kinds of problems with my skin. Anybody ever have allergies, blemishes, sensitivities, things like that with your skin? And if you have blemish-prone, oily, sensitive skin, it's not a good combination trying to fix. But I sat there and I actually tried the product. It cleared my skin up within about 2 months. And I had been trying so many different things, spent a bunch of different money at the dermatologist, at the cosmetic counter. And like April said earlier, I couldn't take those products back. So I ended up joining Mary Kay because I fell in love with the product. No intention ever of selling it or starting a business. And that may be you, and that is fine, but we never know. We never know. So we always like to share some fast fun facts. And while your masks are drying, I'm just going to share just a couple each time that you have something drying. And we're going to start with the top 6 reasons why people become a part of Mary Kay. And you met some of the consultants. Some are hobby time, side hustle, part-time, or you can take it all the way to career. So it's really up to you what you want to do with it. The first thing that I want to share before I share the top 6 reasons why people join, how many of you think Mary Kay is a multi-level company? It's okay, don't be shy, raise your hand. I did too, okay? And so I want to explain the difference. Mary Kay is called dual marketing, and that means that we buy our products directly from the company, and we actually have a retail business. We sell it to our customers. There's no other middleman taking a cut of your commission. And we do make the highest commission in direct sales, which leads me to the very first, and if you want a team build, you can, but it's not a requirement. And I told my consultant, Connie, I'm never recruiting anyone, so don't even try with me. Because back in the day, there were some true multi-level companies that my family had been a part of, and I never wanted to be in something like that. But what happens is we fall in love with it, we fall in love with the product, the culture, and then we want to share it with people. That's how we are as women, right? We find a recipe or a movie or a great book, we want to share it. So that's kind of what happens. So I want to share with you just a couple of the top 6 reasons why people join, starting with, you guys guess what it is? What do you think the number 1 reason is why people join?
Not money.
Money. Okay, you don't have to raise your hand, but has anyone ever had more month than money? More month than money. She's like, I'm not shy, I'll raise my hand. Probably we've all found ourselves there where we could use a little extra money. Is there anybody here who couldn't use a little extra money? Okay, I don't see any hands. So when I joined Mary Kay, I didn't join for the money. I had a career at that point. I wanted the discount on the product. So that's also kind of goes with the first reason why people join, which is the money. How many of you would get excited about getting 50% off your product for the rest of your life? Woo-hoo! All that was why I joined. That was it. That was all I was going to do. However, I found that in a very short amount of time, I had quit my job after about a year of my being married to my husband. And I found myself going, what could I do that's part-time? I don't want to work all the time in the evenings and weekends. I'd never done retail. I'd never done any kind of, restaurant work. I'd always worked as an accountant. That was my background. And so I was behind the desk, kind of shy. And so I really didn't see and I did have a degree in business and accounting and finance, but I could never see myself working 8 to 5. Anybody kind of tired of the 8 to 5 thing? How many millions of people are leaving the workforce now?
70% of 18 to 41-year-olds.
Percent of 18 to 41-year-olds since COVID have left the workforce and or want to. And so the flexibility of working from home, we'll get into that later. But the money, in Mary Kay, we have the highest commission in any direct selling company. So our first avenue of income is we earn a great income just on the sale of the product. So if you like the product and you like people, that's really all that we require. And your consultant has to like you. And you wouldn't be here if she didn't, because she invited you here tonight. So that's just one thing. And then if you decide, okay, I'm excited about this, I kind of want to work with my girlfriends or my family and build a team, Mary Kay pays extra layers of income. And the difference between Mary Kay and other companies is this comes out of corporate profit. So if you decide, somebody decides they want to join Mary Kay too and get a discount and make a little extra money, they can join, and Mary Kay will pay you anywhere from 4 to 13% on everything they order forever, as long as you're active. So that's an extra layer. And then leadership is another one. So if you want to have an executive income, drive a free car and kind of be a milk and cookies mom, or maybe you don't want to be a mom, maybe you're past that stage, you can make real money as a career. And so that's the first reason why people join Mary Kay, is for those avenues of income, and it's instant. Every time you sell anything, you get paid. You buy it from the company, you sell it to your customer. The second reason, we'll just do one more and then we'll take a break, is recognition and rewards. Who loves to win stuff? I saw you guys earlier. I know you like to win. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Just who doesn't want to win. So in Mary Kay, she really believed in praising people to success. And so there are numbers of rises, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. We just moved in, so I went through my entire stash of jewelry, which was a lot because I've been in Mary Kay for 34 years. And we get stuff every month, every quarter, every year, big stuff, real diamonds. I wear these only at Mary Kay events because they're real. Mary Kay pays for them. Or you can earn trips, cash prizes, little things, little fun quarterly prizes. I'm getting a Dyson fan, and I ended up getting one of those little robot vacuum things for my quarterly prizes last year. So it's just kind of fun. Everything from accessories to designer purses to jewelry to office equipment to furniture to barbecues. I mean, you name it, it's on our prize list. So if you like to win, there's always an incentive in Mary Kay. And so I'm going to go ahead, since the girls left, I'm going to keep talking because your mouths aren't dry yet. So the third reason why people join our company is the self-esteem and the personal growth. That is one of the things I never could have gotten up here and talk in front of people when I joined Mary Kay 34 years ago. The way that you build your confidence and the personal growth and the self-improvement, And I've spoken in front of 10,000 people at our seminar and our leadership conferences as a top director in Mary Kay. And so the growth that you have of being able to work with people, that's a commodity that a lot of companies would pay you a lot of money for. It doesn't matter what you're selling, what you're doing. If you have people skills, that is a really, really hot commodity that you have. And so for me, the personal development, I always had pretty good self-esteem, but not a lot of good confidence about getting up in front of people. And I remember kind of going, I am too good to go peddle makeup. I have a degree. And then I got up at one of the meetings and they were all getting up and introducing themselves and clapping for each other. And I thought, I'm not getting up there and talk in front of people. And so that was me when I started. And now I'm so excited to meet new people and make new friends and share this product and this opportunity. So those are just a few of the reasons why we joined. Are we ready for the mask to come off now? Okay, we'll share a little bit more later. All right. Thank you, Denise. Let's give her a round of applause for her winner. We all come into very I love like it, have something. Now, how many of you feel like your face is gonna fall off?
You've got the charcoal mask on right now. It's probably starting to feel kind of dry. This one doesn't crack as much though. It doesn't feel like your face is gonna crack when you're. Yeah.
That's so slippery.
So,
I put too much in some places.
so where it's thicker, it takes a little bit longer to dry, but where we want to keep our time on the mask and all the exfoliating to a minimum, we're gonna go ahead and take it off because it's still been doing its magic and pulling everything out of the pores. One thing that about the activated charcoal mask too is even after it's completely dry, like in my nose, it will still be dark colored, like it's wet because it's absorbed all the oil. So it's full of oil, so it still looks wet, even though it's dry and it's done its job after 20 minutes. Yeah, well, this will help. And the fact that we did the exfoliation with the microdermabrasion first to get rid of that top layer of dead cells, then this is able to pull all the gunk and the toxins out. And it will keep pulling. So my daughter gets, we call them undergrounders. Who's familiar with that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Big Berthas. Okay, exactly. When she gets them, she still has to wear a mask at work. So she gets them around, she gets the mask me. The charcoal mask has been her best friend. And she'll come over, she's like, Mom, I need some more mask. And I'm like, just put it on there. And she'll like put it on the spots and sleep with it on because it will continually pull all that to the surface. Now, if you're fixing to have a breakout, it will come quicker. Just so you know, because it's pulling everything to the surface, but it'll go away faster too. So that's what I love about the charcoal mask. And I love how soft my skin feels and hydrated after the pink clay mask. I've used them both. Even with my dry skin, I can wear the pink clay mask. I might oily skin, sorry. It doesn't dry out. Alrighty. Everybody got theirs coming off. It takes a minute and it comes off much easier in the shower. As do the microdermabrasion step, just because of those little, aluminum oxide crystals. Yep. So in your tray, the top right is 2 little wells, and in there is a sugar scrub for your lips, and one is a lip balm. I want you to look for the one that says sugar scrub. It should be the left side. See where it says scrub? Yep, right there. You're going to go ahead and dip into that one. This one right here. Okay, everybody find it? And you're going to put it on your lips, and you're just going to scrub the dead skin on your lips. It's infused with shea butter. This revitalizing lip scrub experience polishes your lips to perfection. And it has the shea butter in it to help hydrate your lips as well. The skin on your lips is not like the skin on the rest of your face. It's more like a membrane. So you want to treat it differently. Just like the skin around the eyes is thinner and needs special treatment as well. And I love it. So if you've got a clean corner on your washcloth, we'll have you clean that off with that once you're done, but feel free to just exfoliate. If you want to leave it on, you don't even have to take it off. The sugar will just melt and you can with your lips. It's not gonna hurt
Well, now you're.
So it's, yeah.
All right, how does that feel? Kissable lips, huh?
Very much.
Yes.
We have a question in our team.
The fine lines around. It doesn't actually fill them in, but it does hydrate, which gives a plumped up look to your lips. So aesthetically, it helps slightly, but it doesn't do anything like our deep wrinkle filler or some of the other treatments that actually reduce those line lines. Hydration keeps your lines from getting worse. So it helps on that level. But I can't promise you that it'll do anything else. But usually when you get done, you just brought all the blood to the surface. So your lips will get a little bit more plump and it may look like they're gone, but your lips are just a little bit thinner. Any other questions? I love questions. If anybody has questions, feel free to ask. There's no dumb questions. Even mine. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our peel. Our facial peel is a glycolic base peel, and I think it's already in your tray. Okay, who's got the peel? The peel's on their post. Now, is it on the tray?
Yeah, I think we missed.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's this fourth, that one little dip in your tray.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, let's see at least, or you can clean it off. Okay, where do I put that?
That is going to be all over like what we just did with the mask. You want to stay away from the eye area and around the lips. So this is a glycolic peel. Did everybody have that in their tray? Yeah. If not, raise your hand. Okay, we're good. So we have so many amazing things with new boosters, and this is so exciting. But I've always loved this particular peel because I have super sensitive skin. I have rosacea, adult cystic acne. I've had problem skin once I hit 25, and that was only 4 years ago, but I still have problems, and I keep thinking that's going to go away. So here's how the time-wise Revealing Radiance facial peel helps transform the look of your skin. The glycolic acid goes to work immediately, removing the dead skin cells. So we did do that with the microdermabrasion, and then we pulled everything out. And now we're going to go a little deeper and remove even anything that the microdermabrasion wasn't able to remove. So the exfoliating ingredient also works on the remaining surface layers, breaking apart the bonds that connect thousands of other dead cells together so that they can be released and plumper, fresher cells can take their place. By increasing the rate at which your skin dulling dead cells are on multiple surface layers, it helps to eliminate them, and the power of the glycolic acid enhances your skin's natural renewal process. So it speeds up your skin process, and in the process, it helps get rid of any hills and valleys that you might have in your skin. So it helps with texture. It also helps with acne scars, things like that, fine lines and wrinkles. And anytime you're doing something that's like an acid and you're causing what we call damage to the skin, you're increasing the production of collagen and elastin because the skin is going to be working to heal itself. So it's naturally renewing. I hope that makes sense. It can be really confusing with all the products that we've already talked about and what products do, but glycolic acids go to that deeper layer. So we also pair the glycolic acid with an exclusive blend of calming botanical extracts. So you may notice a little bit of tingling when you have it on, but it shouldn't hurt at all. And this one we're also going to leave on for about 5 minutes. Typically it's a 15-minute mask or treatment that you would do. And it also has marine sea extracts that are shown to have hydrating benefits. So I'm going to pass this around so people can see. I don't know if y'all are interested in them, but I'm an information junkie, so I kind of like all the facts and figures. So once you look at it, and or if you don't want to look at it, just pass them on, and we'll keep. Do you ladies want to look at any of them? No. Anybody else? Thank you. All right.
Okay, here I come again. There's 3 more things that I want to share with you really quick about the Mary Kay opportunity. Even if you have no interest whatsoever in becoming a part of Mary Kay, you can be a talent scout. Maybe you know somebody that's looking for more money, more personal growth, more praise, recognition, being a part of a nice, positive sisterhood. So there's 3 more reasons why people join Mary Kay. Has anybody heard of the pink Cadillacs? Okay, that is real. And Mary Kay does give people a free car to drive. And it's not just the pink Cadillac. Mary Kay has 3 different car programs available, 1 as a consultant and 2 as a sales director. And then there's also another level as a national sales director. But the car is another reason why people join Mary Kay. I know April and myself and Heidi's on target have earned the use of many, many free cars in Mary Kay. I believe with my particular unit, we've had 15 pink Cadillacs. And what happens is you earn the use of it. So Mary Kay pays your lease payment, your registration, and about 85% of your insurance. Once you earn the use of it, you qualify. Okay, there's no quotas in Mary Kay, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. But if you're earning the use of a car, there's a 4-month qualification process that you go through. Once you earn the use of that car, you get it for 2 years, and every 2 years you can requalify and get a brand new car. If you don't like the car they're giving, you can take the cash. It's anywhere from $425 a month to $900 a month on the Cadillac. And so that's an option that Mary Kay gives, because oftentimes, especially when we were in person, we're driving all over the place, delivering product. Mary Kay was really big on customer service. So the car or the cash option is really wonderful. For the first time in 34 years, I took the cash and bought my little Acura out there. I have the one with the Mary Kay plates, and I always felt like I was cheating on the company if I didn't take the car. But after having driven free with Mary Kay all of these years, it's really hard to go to a car dealership and see what they charge for those things. Because every other year for many years, these are like $50,000 cars that Mary Kay gives to you. You go sign your name in a couple places and you drive off with this car, and you can drive it anywhere you want. It is yours for the use for the 2 years. So the car program is another added avenue of income. And at one point I stopped because we had a men's night, and I stopped and I added up the cash compensation for the $900 a month for all the years that I was driving Mary Kay cars. And it was close to $500,000 for the amount of time I've been in Mary Kay. Can you imagine what we pay, for our car registration insurance? And then you can write it off on your taxes too. So that's another reason why people join our company that not everyone knows about. And even as a consultant, you don't have to be a sales director to earn the use of a free car. Who would love to drive for free? It's pretty awesome. And then another reason, how many of you are excited about April 15th? What's April 15th? Tax Day. So if maybe you don't have any deductions, or you don't have any children at home or major deductions, one of the things with Mary Kay, there are things that you can deduct and offset your income that you're already paying for. And so tax deductions was one of the big reasons why I joined Mary Kay. With my husband at the time, that was kind of my in, is I'll get a discount on the product, because I was writing checks to my consultant like every week for something new, because I loved everything in the entire wardrobe of Mary Kay. Like April, I have very sensitive skin, and I pretty much found my heaven in Mary Kay of having all the products from head to toe. We even had hair care and nail care back then, and some was tanning cream and all the things. So I decided, okay, I'll join and get the tax benefit to be able to offset some of his income. So even though you're making money, if you have a business like this, there are things you can deduct that you can offset that income. And then the last thing that I want to share, how many of you would love to be able to have complete control over your schedule, work your own hours, work when you want, with who you want, have flexibility? So being your own boss and having flexibility is one thing that really draws a lot of people to this company, is that we're able to work as much or as little as we want. If you've got life happening, which everyone has life happening, right? Does everybody have life happening right now? You can take off for a day or two, or a week or two, or a month or two, or even a longer period of time. And you can do as much or as little as you want to with your business in Mary Kay. And so you get to be your own boss, set your own schedule. And the thing that really appealed to me, are any of you the type that like you like to excel, you like to always have another challenge, another step I was that person after I graduated from college. It was like, I would do a job, I would get promoted a couple times, and then there was nowhere to go, nowhere to move up from there until somebody died or retired. And at that point, I would get kind of bored and I would move on to something else. And in Mary Kay, you've never reached the top position, and you can move at your own pace. You can move, if you decided to move up, like I did after going to seminar and meeting Mary Kay years ago. I decided I wanted to share this opportunity with a lot of people. And I came home, and within 6 months, I had my free car, and I was the sales director at that point. And you can do it even faster today. And I always say for April and I, we joined Mary Kay BC before cell phones, before computers, and before credit cards. Believe it or not, that's how long ago. We did everything by money order. We did everything in person or on the phone, the one that hooks to the wall. Okay, we didn't have cell phones. I remember the first one I got, I'm like, what do I do with that brick thing? They were really big and heavy. So back in the day, you know, it was all about one-on-one and meeting together with people and letting people try the product. Now we can work virtually. We have a whole new world of opportunity. We can do a lot more in a lot less time. So
Is that what you did in COVID? During COVID?
the last few years, a lot of people have worked hybrid. So kind of a little bit in person and a little bit face-to-face now that we're out again with people.
Oh, but during COVID.
We were pretty much all virtual because we weren't really allowed to gather together in groups. So it offers that flexibility, and Mary Kay has ways for people to work the business any way you choose. We're in the information age of social media. So that's just a little bit about what we love about Mary Kay. So if anything piqued your interest, talk to the person who brought you here today. Find out a little bit more. You never know. I just kind of went back and forth. I made a life or death decision. And when I joined Mary Kay, by the way, the starter kit was $95. It's $100 now, or $130 because you get a website and credit card processing with that. Or there's a $30 e-start. Anybody can start a business in Mary Kay. So if you're interested, talk to your consultant, and we'll have you fill something out at the end of the evening for some your prices. Okay. Thank you, Denise.
All right, thank you, Denise, for sharing. You know, I've earned over 5 cars in Mary Kay, and I absolutely love being able to go down and sign my name on the dotted line, but I was one of those ones that took the cash and wanted a bigger SUV than what they were offering. So I took the cash and bought my car, which I love, but Mary Kay paid for it. And it worked out really, really well for me. So I like having 3 cars. I like to drive 3. All right, how does your skin feel, ladies and gentlemen? Amazing. Amazing.
It just takes time, because I know it's better, but it's not.
Oh, well,
It takes time.
it does take time.
Just doing it regularly.
Using a skincare regimen on a daily basis, using a good cleanser morning and night, exfoliating your skin 2 to 3 times a week. That's part of a healthy skincare program, just normally your normal regimen. We have a skincare set that is Time-Wise 3D Miracle Set that has an exfoliating property within the cleanser. And so it is something that helps to exfoliate every time you cleanse your face. So having that daily routine is part of what, makes a huge difference in the way your skin feels. I'm spoiled. I've been doing Mary Kay a long time, and my skin shows it. And I always think, because I have issues with my skin with acne and, all of rosacea and sensitivities, that it's not that great. But then I'll meet people and they're like, oh my gosh, your skin is so pretty. And I'm like, I'm freaking out, but thank you. They're like, oh no, I see a lot of skin and yours looks really great. So I get affirmed from other people who see skin, hairdressers and stuff, when they get up close and personal, they can really see your skin. And so I know it's my products. I love what I do, and I love our products. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is hydrate our lips. So next to where that sugar scrub was inside of your tray on the little well top right corner is one that has balm in it. So that you're going to put on your lips to hydrate your lips.
I didn't take the other off.
Go ahead and take that off if you haven't already. And I love how hydrating that is. It's an antioxidant rich shea butter, and it smooths on so nicely. And I don't know if you noticed the little containers they come in, but you can just apply them, right out of the tube. The next thing we're going to do, it looks like Denise has already given them to you, is we're going to be putting on these little eye petals. So you have some little paisley shaped smiles, little pink smiles on your tray.
Some of them are stuck together, so you either have 2 or 3, because I have an extra.
Okay, so there might be.
Okay,
Okay, that was a sugar strip then. Oh, they got put in the wrong one. So go ahead and wipe that off and I'll give you some lip balm. Is it back there?
It's on the table.
Yeah, it feels very soft and that way.
So you, the whole time you got that sugar strip? They got, we put in the dinner on the tray, sorry. I'll put it.
I just went for it.
Put it on there. Which way?
So that's a great question. Elizabeth said, which way do you put them on? You put them on whichever way is comfortable. You can put them where the little smile is inside on the corner, the little point. But those poke me in the eye because of my eye shape. So I have to put the round part here and put the point up here. So whatever works for you, you're just gonna lay those little petals on under your eye. They are calming, depuffing, and dark circles and fine line reducers. The main ingredient is glycerin, which is an amazing moisturizer. It's like having a mini swimming pool for each of your pores.
Are there 2 of them here?
There should be 2 there.
Okay.
They gotta stick together. Is everybody able to get them apart? They come in this jar that has a little spatula that you can separate them a little more easily, but sometimes I'll put more than one on too. And then it has a little lid that seals it so that they stay juicy for your eyes. This one's right on the top. Yep, especially since you had the issues with your eyes, you don't want to get too close. And these,
What do these do?
so they calm, depuff, help with dark circles, fine lines, and wrinkles. We have a makeup artist, Lori Hogg, who swears by these. She's amazing, first of all. And she'll do workshops with us and we'll get on Zoom and she'll turn the screen on. And she's got 2 under her eyes, she's got 2 above her eyes, she's got her smile line, she's got on her throat. Like she said, these are not just for under the eyes, ladies. This is for everywhere. And it's true. The skin just absorbs the moisture out of them and they just feel so darn good. They're so cooling. And if you had maybe you watched a sad movie or wedding or funeral or whatever, we're girls, most of us, all except Matthew, sorry. We work off of emotion. So, tears are not any stranger to most of us. And once you find the day where that happens, these are the most amazing little treat to just close your eyes and put them on and take 10 minutes and just breathe, meditate, close your eyes and take a quick power nap. You can leave them on and go do things too, but I recommend the calm part, taking time for self-care. Sometimes I'll get up in the morning and I've got a busy day and I have puffy eyes, so I'll slap a couple of those on and go start, getting things ready for the day and take them off before I take a shower. And it helps with the puffiness and just the instant moisture. It's like a little drink of water for your eyes. Doesn't that feel good? All right, we're gonna leave it on for about 5 more minutes because you really want to get the effect of that. So I'm gonna have Denise, did you have more that you wanted to share?
Yeah.
You want to do the
Because I talked too much in the beginning. Yes. Do a little ticket thing. You like to win.
and here's the one with the eye patches. You guys can pass right on to.
I'm gonna let each guest have an opportunity. If you ever were to consider becoming a part of Mary Kay, or somebody who might want to, what would you need to know? You get a ticket for every question you ask. All right. Who wants to go first?
Any question?
Any question at all?
So much. Who's that?
Yeah, go ahead and ask me a question.
So like if I wanted to do what I did with the esthetician, so I would be able to sell my products along with my work.
So her question is because she's going to school to become an esthetician. So one thing that makes it a little bit tricky, we cannot retail the product in a retail establishment. However, estheticians kind of have an extra, or even hairstylists, nail techs, where you can actually use these products on your clients and then turn around and sell them. You just can't have them in display at a retail business. So it's kind of an added benefit. And many, many people are doing aesthetics out of their home, getting their home certified to do it. Then you can have that product right there and use it on other people. Idaho is one of, I think, 4 states in our country where we're not able to touch people's faces without having a licensed cosmetology degree. And Mary Kay really wanted us to be teaching oriented anyway, for people to try before they buy and learn how to do it themselves, right? So we just instruct people through. But as an esthetician, you can use the products, and we have wonderful, vitamin C's and serums and all kinds of boosters and fun stuff that you are not trying tonight that you could actually use and sell as an esthetician. So you kind of have an added benefit. So we could show you how to do that.
Thank you.
Good questions. What other questions? Matt? Who else has a question? Play with me here. What other questions would you need to know? Many of you are consultants already. What else would you want to know if you ever were to consider this? Is anybody considering? I know a couple of people are here because they wanted to find out a little bit more. And we do have a new consultant. We're going to introduce them a little bit here when we do recognition, Heather. Okay, consultants, we're gonna play, all right? What's the number one reason why you joined Mary Kay initially? And Terry, you can play too, because that's okay.
She's my aunt, I can touch her.
Okay,
The number one reason I joined was to actually meet people and expand my group of people. My husband had just died. And so I had been kind of isolated, taking care of him, and didn't really know anybody up there. So I decided that I wanted to put myself out there and just kind of meet new people, and I liked being of service to people. So that I felt like that was a good avenue to do too. So that's what I did.
thank you. All right, any other consultants? Even if you're just hobby time, part-time, personal use consultant? Deb?
The discount, and when I looked through the book, it was like one-stop shopping with all the things I needed. And I thought, if I like this, other people will too.
Excellent, come get your ticket. That was the reason I joined too. Nobody's asked the really important question. We've talked about commissions and discounts. You can ask another one.
Oh, do you have to be 18?
Oh, you do have to
Or
be
like
18.
21.
Nope, just 18. Yeah, 21 for other stuff, but not for Mary Kay. Who else has a question? Or a top reason why? Heather, okay, Heather, I'm gonna put you on the spot for a second. Heather has been a client of mine for many years and probably, tried other things and always comes back to Mary Kay. And I don't want to give too much away, so I'm gonna let you have an opportunity to say kind of what appealed to you. Because you have a busy life.
Oh, I have a very busy life. No, I've been using Mary Kay off and on since high school. And do keep coming back to the products every single time. I have twin 13-year-old daughters who are now starting to dabble in the world a little bit, and I want them to learn what's good, what's healthy for their skin, how to take care of their skin, to do it in a tasteful way, I guess. And so I joined because we came to see these one day and it was going to be really expensive. So I was like, great, I'll sign up just to get the discount to start. But all my girls are loving products. So they're just,
It's kind of, addictive, huh?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a cost to join?
Good question. Thank you, Heather. And then, okay, she has another question that I kind of talked about it really quickly before, but Mary Kay did a special this last month, and there is a way for us to extend that to all of you, continuing. It was supposed to end at the end of last month. So Tyra, if you are still interested, the cost to join Mary Kay, again, when April and I joined, it was $95 for a starter kit. And we really should have an extra one on display, but we couldn't order it last month because it was on sale. But the starter kit is filled with $450 of retail product, literature, business building tools, and all of the trays and mirrors, and enough to do about 30 faces and sell a lot of products. So it's not product to sell. You could sell it or you could use it. So you're going to make money on the starter kit, but it's $95. Plus now it's $130 because you also get a free website and credit card processing. And so, but the starter kit itself is typically $100, and it's gone up $5 in 34 years. The company's kept the cost really low. Now they have another option for you to be able to do an e-start, which is no product, but access to the back office and all of the Mary Kay training, and the ability to do this virtually for $30. Last month they did a special for the starter kit was $90, and the e-start was $20. And so talk to your director about a way that you can still take advantage of that if you have any interest. Okay. So did that answer your question about the cost?
Yeah.
And then the product to sell is your choice. It's not a requirement, but it's an option for you. And we go into that for people who decide to join. We talk about the benefits and the bonuses for you. Nobody still asked the really important question.
Sorry. How can you be involved if you're not if you don't want to do sales? Like, how can you be involved?
Oh, that's actually a great question. She said, how can you be involved if you don't want to do sales? You can be a hostess for your consultant. You can bring a referral source and get free product, I'm sure, for doing that. If you don't want to actually sign up and have your own consultant number, you can support your consultant by just getting friends and things together, and you can get free product for doing that. Matt?
Once you're a consultant, what kind of process do you have to go through in order to get to that first vehicle?
Oh, Carl. Okay. Is this for her or for you?
I'll take it.
Here, Jazz, you want to, come get it. Let's give him a hand for being bold. So to earn the use of a free Mary Kay car, it is a combination of sales and team building. So you build to a team of 16 people and you go through a 1 to 4 month process, and there is a production requirement to complete that. At the end of that 4 months, you go to the dealership when it's ready for you. The pink ones they order, so it takes a little bit longer. They literally build them at the factory. But the consultant cars, what is it now? Malibu, right? The consultant car, is it a Chevy Malibu? Heidi, April?
Yes.
They keep changing it. So, and then the Equinox, or what's the others? Chevy Traverse or the pink Cadillac. Okay, at the different levels. So depending on which car you're getting, the production number is higher. And the pink Cadillac and the Traverse and the Equinox, you have to be a sales director to get those cars. Okay, but the Malibu or the 425 cash, you can earn that as a consultant. So you don't have the responsibility of being a sales director and training everybody and all that kind of thing. So my consultant that recruited me, she didn't want to be a director because she had small boys and she was very busy, but she kind of wanted to be a little bit of a leader. So she earned 7 cars, but I was able to go on and become a sales director really quickly. And it didn't take anything away from her. In fact, my personal production counted toward half of every one of those cars that she earned. So when you help other people get what they want, that helps you get what you want. So that's a great question. And then if a consultant joins and wants to earn that, we sit down and strategize and show you, these are the income producing activities. This is what it would take to be able to get that. And we work together with you. Good questions. One more, you guys, nobody's asked the really big question.
So purchasing the products, like for selling them, you purchase them at 50% and then you sell them.
She said it. Okay. So she didn't ask, she told. Usually that's the 10 ticket question, but here you go. So to my knowledge, there's no other direct selling company out there where you receive a 50% discount and or a 50% commission on everything that you use or give away or sell. So Mary Kay has the highest commission and discount in any direct selling company. And to my knowledge, we're the only product that is consumable, where it's going down the drain every morning, every night, and people run out and then they want to buy more and more and more. Huh, Heather? Like the older we get, the more product that we keep using, more and more and more to kind of turn back the hands of time. And Mary Kay right now, product wise, is really moving into the dermocosmetic arena. So we're getting, glycolic acid, alpha hydroxy, all the retinol products, and even pure retinol, which a lot of, I have estheticians that buy it from me because they can get it a lot less expensive, even than their discount with their product lines and that kind of thing. Pure retinol is kind of the bomb. So if you are of a certain age, and so to answer your question, you buy it from the company for $1, you sell it for $2. And there's no quotas, but there is a minimum activating order to become active initially. Okay, and then the Mary Kay gives you a lot of bonuses and things like that. One more, yes?
What is the activated? or activation?
$225 wholesale.
A year or a month or a year?
If you do it one time a year, you maintain your status. So that's the bottom line to stay in Mary Kay. And you never have to buy another kit again.
And that's 225.
Wholesale,
50%.
your cost, so you're getting $450 on retail product.
Okay.
We do that for personal use. We do more than that for personal use. I think you get 2 tickets that you asked to. Somebody else had their hand up over there. Yes.
How do you get jewelry?
Every single month we get bracelets and keychains and necklaces and earrings. We also do, you know, as sales directors, we do promotions for our consultants to earn fun things too. Sometimes monthly or quarterly or yearly. And as a star consultant prize, you can choose jewelry if you like jewelry. And then there's a big, I don't even know how many carat amethyst ring that we get this year when we do better than last year. Do you guys know that Mary Kay is in the 60th anniversary year? 60 years. I remember when I first tried Mary Kay, I think I was 17 in college, and it was very emollient, not good for teenage skin. But when I met the consultant, I think the company was not even 20 years old. So I've been at Mary Kay for 34 years of the 60. And Mary Kay is moving into, and by the way, we were one of the few companies that came out of COVID ahead of where we were before. It's debt-free. It's been debt-free and it's family held since the 80s. Mary Kay's grandson is running the company. Her son started it with her, but her grandson, Ryan, is now just got appointed as chairman of the board. So it's kind of exciting. It's safe and secure. It's not going to be publicly exchanged on the New York Stock Exchange where they take away, because over 76% of corporate profit goes back to the sales force and prizes, cars, incentives, bonuses, and commissions. Isn't that exciting? And we have more, I don't know if this is really true, but I think it's more millionairesses in this company than any other company in the United States for sure, but I don't know about the world. So many, many people. And there's a retirement program for national sales directors too. It's called Family Security Program. So anyway, I'm going to stop there and let April take back over.
Thank you.
And we'll be drawing the feet end.
Love it. Okay, go ahead and you can take your little eye patches off. I call it petals. Look at, they've lost all their juice. They're like kind of dry and flimsy now and feel a little different. And if you have extra little saucy stuff under your eyes, you can just gently pat it in. Skin around the eyes is the thinnest skin on the face. It is also usually the most sensitive. It is also the first place that shows wrinkles, because that's where we show our expressions. We blink.
Hey, I'm proud of those. You earned it.
We do.
Yes.
We
So,
do.
I mean, I don't know
Some
what the big
women
deal
are
is,
not
but-
happy about their little style crinkles, but some have said I earned them, and that shows I'm happy all the time, right? So the petals actually do help with hydration, the fine lines and wrinkles, puffiness, and the dark circles. How does that? Give me some feedback. Anybody feel like they're the most amazing thing? I love all of our products. All right, we're going to follow up with our next product, which comes from our Naturally line. The product you're about to put on your face now is that nourishing oil, and it is in your tray already. And you're just going to want to dip in and smooth it on your face. If you're oily, don't freak out. Okay? I'm oily, and I was like, I am not putting oil on my face.
I think there's
I got it right there. Yeah, right there. And if you need a little more, I can bring you more. So this nourishing oil is a hydrating oil. It's made of sweet almond oil. Did you find it? Okay. Sweet almond oil, vitamin E, and a plant-derived squalene oil that balances oil production, providing just enough moisture to keep the skin clear and healthy. Squalene oil also has powerful anti-aging properties and will help the skin age gracefully, as well as anti-inflammatory benefits to help with skin conditions such as acne and eczema. So for those of you who have oily skin and you freak out when anything oil comes near your skin, this absorbs right in. It's lightweight. Your skin actually loves it. I'm amazed. And I use this in my hair. I use it on my cuticles. I use it on, other places. I love it. And it smells so good. And it's 100% natural. And the one thing that Mary Kay did do is they had a third-party company eco-certify it so that we can prove that it's 100% natural, because the FDA does not regulate that natural word on products.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so you can buy something that's natural, that says it's natural, that may or may not be natural. We can guarantee that ours is 100% natural. It is free of parabens, phthalates, synthetic fragrance, synthetic dyes, SLS and SLES. I know it smells good too, doesn't it? And it doesn't feel greasy, so I'll let you look at that one too, and you can pass it around.
Looks nice.
All right, look, nobody's shiny. I love it. It absorbs. No,
Looks shiny.
you look hydrated to me. You look dewy and not shiny. Shiny, I'll give you a beauty blotter. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is our moisture renewing gel mask. And I absolutely love this product because I am oily. I do have oily skin. So I'm gonna come around and give you, it's called the moisture renewing gel mask. Yeah. This mask, we're not gonna wash off. Right, they were sitting sideways, so. Wait till I share with you what all it will do for your skin.
When I want to do Thanks. Knew that.
No, I backed up it. My fault. It's absolutely fine. All right, so this magical thing I love because I'm oily skin. Sometimes in the winter I still get dry. Took the kids skiing, you know, when they were little and wear the goggles, and then you get this little strip of skin here that gets all windburn and ice burn and whatnot. Our extra night cream, had I put it on prior to skiing, I wouldn't have probably had that issue, but then I didn't. So this moisture renewing gel mask was my savior. Absolutely loved it. Go ahead and apply that to your face all over. This high performing gel mask contains a number of important ingredients that work synergistically to deliver skin renewing benefits. It's formulated to attract and maintain moisture. This advanced formula contains sodium hyaluronate, closely related to hyaluronic acid. The powerful humectant acts like a sponge on your skin, helping to attract vital moisture so your skin can use it more effectively. It also is formulated to help balance your moisture levels. It has a plant-derived glycerin in this formula. It also acts as a humectant, attracting moisture to the skin. And it's formulated to help firm and calm skin and strengthen the skin's barrier function. The formula contains chestnut seed extract. The seeds are said to have firming and calming benefits and believed to help strengthen the skin barrier function. It also contains niaminoside, which is a vitamin. It's one of the two principal forms of vitamin B3 and is scientifically known to fortify the skin's barrier. Formulated with an antioxidant superpower, the acai berry has also been reported to neutralize free radicals as a potency rate of more than 80 times that of green tea. All that in that little gel. Is that not exciting? And that's like the longest description I've ever read to so far, but I love the way it feels because it just absorbs right in. It's so soothing and calming and feels just wonderful on the skin. You can apply it very thick and then wash it off and rinse it off later, or you can just leave it on. Tonight we are just going to leave it on.
Okay, this one here says, okay, now I want to go out. I'm ready to go out now.
But it's getting your skin ready that you could just go to bed. Like we're not putting makeup on. That was kind of my point earlier.
No, she wants to go out. She feels so good.
You're just so hydrated and really feeling sassy. I got it. Good. So the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about is our eye renewal cream. So I'm gonna come around and give you some of this and pay attention to the applicator when you look at it. It has a little curve to it that's flat on one side. And we're gonna put it right here in the last one, okay? Well, I gave you enough for 3 people, so don't use it all, but it is gonna go under the eye area. And if you wanna start dabbing it under the eye area, you can, but you wanna use your ring finger. Because it's your weakest finger, and you do way too much, so it's just kind of hard to squirt onto those sprays. You want to go from the outside in and pat it very gently.
Only on the bottom.
Only on the bottom. You can get away with it because you know already that you can put it in there. And there's the sun. Who knew? So what we got here? The sun.
Terry goes, there's 13 seasons, not 4.
You know, welcome to Idaho. So, love this. This is my favorite eye cream. It reduces the appearance of sagging skin and crepiness. It minimizes under eye puffiness, helps to lessen the appearance of dark circles. It also has little liquid crystals that help reflect light for a more luminous look, and also helps to enhance the formula's effectiveness. So this little eye cream has 2 things that I love. First of all, I love how it hydrates. I love how it fights the fine lines and wrinkles. And I love how cooling it is. So that curved side of the applicator can be used to apply out the little side that has the hole, and then take this and smooth it. So if you have puffy eyes, it feels so it's a nice little massage for under your eyes. It is a Zamac tip, which is zinc, aluminum, magnesium, and copper. So if you've ever seen a boxing match where a boxer gets punched and it looks like they have a spoon and they're trying to get his swollen eye where you can open it and not get, see what he's doing. So they use a Zamac spoon. It's the same ingredients. It stays cool to the touch because of the mineral base that it's created from. So that's the really unique thing about this is, and we do have patents on all of our products. We have a lot of proprietary ingredients as well. So if you haven't already done it, your ring finger is your weakest finger. And because you want to be so gentle here, you always want to go from the outside in and just pat it. You're only recommended to put it on the occipital bone. So under here where your skin is, it could migrate in your eye, and it's not intended to do that. So if you're always putting eye cream there and it doesn't bother you and you want to put it there, I'm not going to say don't do it. However, it will automatically, your cells will pull up the moisture. So you want to be careful not to get it in the eye. Here's another kind of tip or trick, fast fun fact. Any eye cream that you have could be used anywhere else on the face. The products that are meant to be used on the rest of the face can't be used on the eye. So if it can be used on the eye area, it can be used anywhere on the body. There's that much difference in the way products are. So just a fast fun fact. How does that feel? Yeah. She's like, I'm putting extra somewhere else. I like it.
How soon does it help with the but I've been having issues with this.
It helps immediately, but having that flip side and being able to push the fluid around in there to get rid of the puffiness will help it faster, like more immediate, but I can't let you use that one. So yes, it's in it. The other part is because it has liquid crystals in there, they diffuse light. So when you're in the light, if you have dark circles, it helps to make your eyes look brighter. And with continued use, it actually does brighten.
And we have an instant puppy reducer.
And now we have something else. I know I just didn't want to bring on too many more. So that is all of the products. I'm gonna come around and pass around.
I'd like to see that puppy.
I have samples that I brought and I'll give you one. So I'm gonna give you one of these, so everybody gets one and I'll give you 4 and have you pass them down. This is just kind of a little sheet. So whether or not you actually have a skincare regimen that you're already using or not. Hey, I'm gonna borrow my auntie's. Because I ran out, I didn't print them. So on this, it shows skincare sets and everything that you had tried on tonight. Very few women actually like say, I'm gonna just use all of that, because you have to set a plan for your skin. You have to have a regimen. And if you're not already using a regimen on a daily basis, saying that you're gonna get everything and do it all once a month is probably not really likely. So we recommend starting with a skincare regimen. And depending on your age, your skincare needs and concerns, we can recommend one for you. This front side has the different, yes, right here. The one with the blue on it has the different sets that we have. So the first one is our Ultimate Time-Wise Repair. This is the one that has all the gold in it. It has all my favorite products in it. It's the higher end line for returning you back to a more youthful appearance. So it literally turns back the hands of time, and it comes with different products in that set. The Repair Volume Firm set is this skincare regimen that doesn't have the peel or the deep wrinkle filler. Okay, so that's the difference between the first two. The next one is the Miracle set that I mentioned earlier. And then it comes with the microdermabrasion, which the microdermabrasion was the refined, the gritty one that we put on your face. There is actually a second step to that with the set. This is called a pore minimizer, but it is something that calms, soothes, and smooths the skin after you've irritated it. If you were just using that product, those two things, or that one exfoliating by itself after you're cleansing. Then we have the Time-Wise 3D Miracle set that does not have the microdermabrasion included. Then we have our Mary Kay Naturally, which is where that naturally oil came from. Then we have another botanical set, and then we have a clear proof set. So those are our skincare sets. And when you purchase sets today, there's little bags. You can get certain products for a discount or for free. You have extras. So if you're interested in getting a skincare regimen, I want you to mark that on your page. Now, maybe it is not within your budget. Guess what? We talked about hostessing a party, right? Those are the 3 things that you could do to help be a loyal customer: hostess and introduce your friends and family to us. So if it is not in your budget, just know that you could host a party and get some of that product for free. So mark the one that you feel like you want if you know. And if you don't know, put a question mark on there so your consultant can see that. On the back side are some other sets. So when you purchase multiple sets is where you're going to get the best discount. And did you cut the heart roll bag? Did you say you brought it? Oh, it's okay. You got all of that.
Did I put one together with everything? Well, except for the brush, the satin hands. And so many fun things.
So in case you're wondering what the roll-up bag looks like, here's what it is, filled with the products that we did tonight. Thank you, Denise. And if you've never had our roll-up bag, our travel roll-up bag, awesome. And then they roll together like this. And they're just really cool. And those pouches, let me tell you, if you fly a lot and stuff explodes in your suitcase, if it explodes in there, you save your clothes because it doesn't get on everything else. All right, so that's what our roll-up bag is. If you purchase any of these sets tonight, you're going to get your travel roll-up bag for free. All right, so the next thing is the extras. The Skindigate Sonic Care System, and that would be this brush that I was showing you earlier. That is the massage head that goes on the stand. And I think, are they still on the order form, the stands? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was still there or if it was after this month.
This morning.
Okay, so they just brought them out and they did it limited edition, but then they brought it back again, so that's why I'm confused. I haven't paid attention yet. So then the other set would be the hydrogel eye patches. Sorry, I missed one. So Skivigorate Sonic Care System, and you can add the massage head for 25 with that. The Get a Good Cleaning, oh, we don't have those anymore. This was made before we had hit COVID. Sorry.
What's that?
So we'll bypass that one. Our cleansing, we used to have a cleansing cloth that you just added water to, and it was with the 3-in-1 cleanser. But after, when COVID hit, we couldn't get the ingredients to make the cloths, and so they just took them out of our line, and this was created before COVID, so you'll have to ignore that. Everybody turn around, look at this. So pretty. Is that not gorgeous? So Get a Good Cleaning, we'll have to substitute something in there for that in that set. Then there's the Hydrogel eye patches, that is a set. The Revealing Radiance facial peel. Our luxury hydration, which would be the moisture renewing gel mask that you put on and left on, along with the naturally oil. Then our satin hands and satin lips, which you did satin lips, but we didn't do satin hands, but you can before you leave if you'd like. So today's deals, choose any 5 sets to receive the travel roll-up bag free, any one of the additional sets at half price, and a current gift with purchase free. And if you have questions about what those are, you can ask your consultant. Choose any 4 sets, the princess bag. Sorry, Matt. Queen bag, princess bag, I don't mean to insult you. Choose any 4 sets and receive the travel roll-up bag free and current gift with purchase free. And then just a Skin Saver set, start with any skincare set and receive the current gift with purchase free. And I also throw in the roll-up bag. So I said that, so you probably have to honor it now. So I would jump on that deal. I'll give this back to you. So I want you to mark on there anything that you think you want. And there's no pressure to buy anything, of course, but doesn't your skin feel amazing?
Yes.
Have you ever had your skin feel so soft and hydrated?
Last time I did this.
Yeah, well, okay. That's cheap now, huh? All right, I have one more favor to ask of everybody before they leave. I am going to pass these out and I have enough of these too. I have enough. I know I don't have enough. So, you know what, ladies, I'm gonna take these back and use them with everyone else on the back of your profile card. You can use the slot there to write. So what this is, I'm gonna pass it around, and it is a place where you can refer your friends and family. If you share 10 family and friends' names and cell numbers that you want to invite to try the Hydrogel eye patches, when 5 scheduled to hold an on-the-go appointment, which is basically where your consultant is gonna come, they're gonna try those on and see how they feel. When 5 people that you've referred sign up to do that and complete it with your consultant, then you get them for free. That's a $40 value. Okay, so that's what this is for. You all can put them on that, so that I have enough here for everyone. I don't know, maybe you know someone who could really use loving hair around their eyes, a little more TLC. One guy friend calls them jellyfish eye babies.
Do you think that for bed?
No, this is what that. Yes. Yes, you could.